Imagine this. A guy named John discovers AI. He watches a few YouTube videos, generates a website in an afternoon, buys a template, changes the colors, adds a logo, and suddenly he's a web agency. He starts selling websites for £500 to local restaurants. For a restaurant running on a tight budget, it sounds like an incredible deal. The owner thinks, why would I spend thousands when I can get exactly the same thing for £500? The problem is, it isn't the same thing. What looks good on day one often hides everything that actually matters. No proper SEO structure, so Google barely understands the site. No performance optimization, so visitors leave before the page finishes loading. No accessibility standards. Broken GDPR implementation, missing cookie consent logic, missing privacy compliance, or forms collecting customer data without proper protection. Weak security practices, no backups, no long-term maintenance, no scalability when the business grows, no strategy behind the customer journey, no analytics that actually tell the owner what's working, just a website that looks acceptable until it has to do its job. Then 6 months later, the same owner says, our website isn't bringing customers. Of course it isn't. A website isn't decoration. It's your business's public representation. It's often the first impression someone has of your brand. It's where customers decide whether they trust you enough to book a table, place an order, or spend money. And if something goes wrong, customer data leaks, GDPR isn't handled correctly, security fails, or the website disappears because nobody built it properly, the £500 you save suddenly becomes the most expensive decision you made. We use AI too. Every modern agency should, but AI is a tool, not the professional. The value isn't in generating code. The value is knowing what should be built, why it should be built that way, and taking responsibility for everything behind the scenes that clients never see. That's the difference. Anyone can generate a website. Not everyone can build a business asset.